Hi Ocean Nation, welcome back to another video. We are going to be talking about my OCs once again. This was requested by my youngest brother who somewhat recently got into the series we'll be discussing in this video, and my best friend who has been around long enough to see my beloved OCs get tossed out due to my hyperfixation with the series dying. Today, I will be revisiting and revamping some of my old My Hero Academia OCs. If you're unfamiliar with the series, which I highly doubt, it's been popular in online communities and known for its interesting fan base over the years. My Hero Academia has stayed pretty relevant despite the manga ending in 2024 and the anime in 2025. The basic premise is a modern day world filled with people who have abilities they call quirks. To combat the rise of superpowered criminals, the profession of pro hero was created to stop these villains. The story follows the powerless teenage boy Izuku Midoriya and his journey of becoming a pro hero after his idol, All Might, passes down his power one for all to him. He attends a prestigious hero school, UA High, alongside his childhood friend slash bully slash rival, Katsuki Bakugo, and his other Class 1A schoolmates. It has hype and aura moments, emotional relationships, compelling villains, the whole shebang. Just a brief spoiler alert, I will be discussing the details for the ending of My Hero Academia, more specifically the epilogue of the series. So if you don't want to hear how it ends and the futures of Class 1A, you've been warned. Being a longtime fan of the series, seeing how it ended was sort of crazy for me, but it also made me happy to see the characters I adored get their happy endings. Except Shigaraki, fuck. But that's besides the point. In 2021 and 2022, like many others at the time, I created original characters for the series so they could interact with the cast I had grown to love. With such a wide range of possibilities at my fingertips, I created 3 MHA Ocs during different times of my life. My most publicized one, who I posted about on Instagram pretty regularly, is Tokeima Kanetsu. Her quirk is overclock seismic, the ability to create vibrations by running her body at a higher temperature and speed than usual. She can use this to create earthquakes/tremors when she touches her environment or stun her enemies through direct touch. The side effects of her quirk are fever and excessive sweating due to her high body temperature. I don't remember much about her personality other than her being pretty introverted. She was usually drawn alongside Mina or Shinzo, and I think she was a part of Class 1A, but it's been so long, I just don't know. She had this long-winded, sad backstory that I will summarize for your sake. Her parents split when she was young. She stayed with her mom, but her mom was killed because she got remarried to this guy whose brother was a villain and led an evil mafia type group. This guy killed his own brother and his brother's wife. Toge then went to live with her dad and swore she'd never let anyone she loved get hurt again, yada yada. I feel like this is way too intense of a backstory for someone who'd probably be a side character in this show. Despite me mocking my writing skills once again, I actually love Toke. She is my daughter. I think her quirk is pretty interesting, and I'm somewhat attached to her OG design, but am willing to make minor adjustments. To be honest, I'm not all that interested in making an MHA OC that works alongside the characters we see in the show, at least as a student. I think the dynamics between Class 1A are all pretty set in stone, and I appreciate what Horikoshi has built up in regards to them. So trying to shoehorn another student into their pre-established group just feels awkward for me. After thinking about it for a bit, I decided that Toke would be part of the next generation of students once Izuku himself grows up and becomes a teacher at UA. This not only gives me a little more freedom, but I can create classmates for her as well, which I will be doing later. Toke is still a child of divorce. Sorry, and she lives with her father, who's extremely supportive of her hero journey while still being a huge overprotective teddy bear. Her quirk is still overclock seismic, and all of the abilities that she did have are pretty much the same. And Toke has a lot to learn when it comes to not overexerting herself in order to use it, an experience her teacher, Mr. Midoriya, is all too familiar with. She's a sweaty, nervous mess, but eager to become a great hero, which makes her clumsy nature somewhat endearing. Her hero costume utilizes gloves that will help her control her vibrations more effectively without forcing her to output more power than necessary. There's a dial built into the gloves that help her control the frequency of the vibrations as well. She also has sturdy boots that will help her traverse rough terrains that could be created by her tremors. Her costume is pretty inspired by Terra from Teen Titans, if you couldn't tell. There's also some clock motifs throughout since her name Toke means clock/watch. Guys, I'm so tempted to make her hero name Tiki Toke, and if you catch that reference, you're the goat. This might be canon now. Okay, it's canon until I can think of something better. I did sketch out my idea for a hero costume. I just didn't finalize it and include it in this video, because I was being extremely lazy. Sorry. Overall, Toke is an overly ambitious, somewhat awkward 15-year-old girl whose father still packs her school lunches despite her telling him not to, and attends UA alongside Kohaku and Kei, our next characters of discussion. Kohaku Hoshi. Her original story is complicated to say the least. I never settled on anything, my concepts all over the place. I've written down that she's a third year at UA High, but I very specifically remember drawing her alongside Class 1A. She never even had a specific quirk or anything either. Unfortunately, a lot of the art I did of her is currently on a tablet I no longer have access to, so I'm essentially starting over when it comes to her. From what I remember, she comes from a rich family. Her parents had a profitable company and often neglected her and her older brother to focus on their work. Her older brother actually left home and turned to a life of crime, ruining her family's reputation. While her parents despised him for it, Kohaku knew that it was their fault that he had turned out the way he did. Her parents pressured her to become a hero in order to save their image, so she enrolled into UA. That's the gist of her old story. It's a bit more intriguing, but I had some new ideas for her and her brother that I will be sharing with you now. Kei, Kohaku's brother, his old quirk was cards. The gist of it is he could summon playing cards that aided him in transportation and attacking enemies. It was severely underworked, and I will be tweaking it, although it gave me a basis for inspiration of their reworked versions. Walk with me here, guys. What if Kohaku and Kei were both illegitimate children of the villain Mr. Compress? It's not entirely impossible. Let's just say before he got in prison for the crimes he committed while in the League of Villains, perhaps he was sleeping around or something, irresponsibly for a matter of fact. So after having that insane and random idea, I started to adjust their designs accordingly and made a little family chart for my sake. Chiharu Hoshi gave birth to fraternal twins Kohaku and Kei Hoshi. Their father, Atsuhiro Sako, aka the villain, Mr. Compress. Their mother didn't realize who he was until much later, since he had never revealed his true appearance to the public. She kept it a secret from the trio, worried they'd feel discouraged to follow their dreams of becoming heroes or face scrutiny from their peers if anyone found out. I knew I wanted Kohaku and Kei to have similar quirks to their father with trickster/magician vibes, so I tried to theme them around that. Kohaku's quirk is dismemberment. Inspired by the stage illusion where a woman is seemingly sawed in half, Kohaku can split her upper and lower half, acting as both the magician and assistant. She often uses other illusions alongside her ability, and her hero costume resembles a magician's getup, paired with top hat and all. I'd say personality wise, Kohaku is a tough cookie. She's confident and doesn't mind showing off, but doesn't use unfair tricks or tactics to get her way, unlike her brother. She can be flashy though, which sometimes gets out of hand during her training. Kei's quirk is shuffle. He can create pockets of space in order to hide himself, small objects, and other people between his deck of cards. He usually uses sleight of hand tricks to amplify his abilities. His hero costume resembles a jester's outfit, since I was quite attached to the costume I originally designed for him, so I didn't want to change it that much. Kei is much more theatrical and sneaky, and he often plays pranks on others, but he says it's all in good fun. He's better at being stealthy than Kawaku. It's an advantage that he often takes pride in. These two are giving me very Liney and Lynette vibes, and I can even see them becoming a pro hero duo in the future. I had a lot of fun, and I'm really happy and proud of what these characters have become. I ended up liking these OCs more than I thought I would, and I've been on a weird OC creating bender lately, which is questionably positive. I just feel like I have way too many at this point. This video was probably a shorter one. I want to be so 100% for real. I was like busier than I thought I would be this month for like no reason at all. And next month, April, I'm gonna be as busy as well. And I think my next video is gonna be an OC video. I'm planning on doing like an OC lore drop video for my demon OCs, Dahlia and Asta. Look forward to that. I've been excited to share their story and share a lot of the art that I've been doing of them so far. They are a part of my supernatural OC universe. Jasper and Indigo are in. Jasper and Indigo are actually the side characters of Dolly and Asta's story. So hopefully I'll be able to explain that whole aspect a little bit better in that video. Yeah. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for all the support I've been getting so far. I'm so happy and honored for the support I've been getting so far. So for the 100th time, thanks for watching. I'll get out of your ear now. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And until next time, bye, Ocean Nation.